Okay, before 1920, the Nomura family were going back to Japan when someone told Mr. Nomura there was a nursery for sale on 163rd Avenue called the Nishihara Company, and they lived in Belmont at the time. One look at the nursery, and Mr. Nomura said to his wife, "We are not going back to Japan." George was born in 1920 on the new property on July 8th, 1920. He liked July 4th better, so he always celebrated on the 4th. In 1942, they relocated to Fresno, California, because of the evacuation, and worked on the farm in Fresno. And then they were sent to camp. That was the Gila River, Arizona. Early during internment, he was one of the first group inducted into the Army. Early on, he trained in Georgia, I believe. Then he was sent to Florida. During his training, his shoulder dislocated, so he was discharged. And during camp days, he was a driver back and forth to Camp 1 and Camp 2. Then he was a driver to deliver food and so forth to different blocks. And then his friends said they needed a swamper for delivery of vegetables and fruits grown by camp members, so he did that. That was his final job in camp. In 1945, he came back to San Leandro, and since the people who were running it had died, he took over and had lots of work to fix everything up. Note the pictures. Okay. Lots of work involved. Okay. He was married in his house, and as he added his family, he added a greenhouse each time. So the greenhouses were numbered. 49 house for Georgine, 53 house for Dagny, and the plastic house for Roxanne. In 1986, he decided he would quit because of kids. During destruction, they trampled the plants and broke all the wood and tried to set fire behind the plastic house. Well, the nursery was run by his father, mother, two sisters, a nephew, and George, and myself, and one worker, Mr. Kaneko. You know, there are days when you work from like before 5 in the morning and then hurry up and cook and then go out again. And so it was a lot of work.
So they'd get up like way early in the morning, go out and cut all the flowers, take them into the barn, sort them, bunch them, tie them up, put them in boxes, and then load them on his pickup truck, and my dad would drive it out to South San Francisco, deliver them, come back home. So sometimes in the summer it would be like past 11 o'clock at night, and then they'd get up and do it again the next day.
You know, the reason why he was so active in the community center, it was a diversion for him. He could do anything he felt like he or needed, and to him that was recreation because he had so much responsibility on the nursery. But it was very hard because No, he always kept everything in his head. And when he got sick and got the flu, he told me go water the house, well, a certain house. But he said you put the black wire on the white thing and white wire on the black thing. And I'm writing all this down. And I go in the greenhouse and I'm reading directions. White one, okay. Okay. And I press the button and hope for the best. And oh no, oh, it's watering. So yeah, he never wrote anything down. He had his own system.
Oh, I see.
And even electricity, he did it all on his own.
Yeah.
The watering system, he did it on his own.
Wow.
And one time when he was really sick, he couldn't even get out of bed. He said, go fill up the water tank. And I'm going, fill up the water tank. He said, yeah, you just put the fertilizer in the tank and then you press this button. He said, okay. I'm brave and I'm going over there. And I did just as he told me to do and threw the fertilizer in the tank. And then whatever it was I had to do. And it worked.
Yeah, and looking back on it, because they worked 6 days a week and they only had Sundays off. And so, yeah, it was, and then Sundays we would go to drive my grandmother to chapel at times to put flowers, and we'd go to Aduji Chambatan's house. So, it was kind of like they never had a break.
Free time. Yeah, no free time.
Yeah. Lots of memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, it was a great place to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You ride your bike around the nursery and run as fast as you can run, because it's just open.
I'm very fortunate. I think I'm very fortunate. I had, a family that cares. Yeah. And I was very fortunate in, being married to George. And we had our usual spats, but we got along pretty good.
Yeah.
As long as he did what I said, well, it was good.